Hello, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota. We're here to support you in finding a personal relationship with the God of your understanding and discovering what you already know. My name is Kathleen Frankert. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner and counselor here at the center. I greet you with Namaste. Namaste is the Sanskrit word that means the divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Let's begin by affirming together our vision and mission statement. The words can now be seen on your screen. Our vision is empowering spiritual growth as a loving, inclusive, worldwide community. And this is our mission. We are a loving, inclusive, worldwide community empowering spiritual growth. We do this by teaching science of mind principles and other life-affirming spiritual truths. We explore, we learn, we grow, we connect, honoring all paths to God. We offer in-person and online weekly services, classes, workshops, affirmative prayer support, and other spiritual tools. We create opportunities for joyful social connection, community outreach, and service. We celebrate the awakening of our innate spiritual magnificence. So now, as we prepare for our time of prayer and meditation, I invite you to give yourself this gift of quiet reflection and connect with the breath. Close your eyes or soften your focus as we turn within. Allow this meditative music to calm your mind and open your heart as Bob Teesdale shares this beautiful chant by Penelope Williams. Be still and know.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know that you are. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know that you are. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know. Be still and know that we are God. Be still and know that we are. Be still and know that we are God. Be still and know. Be still and know that we are God. Be still and know that we are. Be still and know that we are God. Be still and know. Be still and know that all is God. Be still and know that all is. Be still and know that all is God. Be still and know. Be still and know that all is God. Be still and know still and know the Lord is God. Be still and know.
Together, let us know in this moment that we are one in the infinite power and presence that is the intelligence and energy of all life. All are connected in its divinity, and none are ever separate from it. I invite you to bring to mind some concern or worry that you have, and take as your own these words from Ernest Holmes, the architect of our teaching. I believe that divine intelligence, which is the mind of God, is guiding and directing my thoughts and acts. I believe that God already knows the answer to this particular problem. Therefore, I let go of it and I listen to the answer. The answer to this problem exists in the mind of God and is revealed to my mind now. Something in me knows what to do. I joyfully accept its guidance. I am now open to new ideas, new hopes, and new aspirations. This which recently seemed a problem no longer exists, for the mind of God, which knows the answer, is quietly flowing through my thought and feeling. I accept the answer from the giver of all life. And so now, giving thanks for this realization of Spirit's guidance, I release this word to the loving law that acts upon it, and I joyfully anticipate this good now manifesting for me. I declare this to be so, and so it is. Our founding minister and spiritual director, Reverend Karen Wolfson, is with us today. Her talk is entitled, Your Divine GPS, You Are Here. Sounds intriguing. But before we hear from her, it's my pleasure to welcome back our music director, Bob Teesdale, to perform Brand New Start, written by Michael Gott. Welcome, Bob.
Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive is done unto me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive is done unto me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. Right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive is done unto me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive is done unto me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. One more time.
Thank you, Bob. I'm going to make a brand new start. How do you feel about that? I mean, right here, right now. You know, in a way, you and I are making a brand new start multiple times a day. Why? Because we're always in the process of endings and beginnings and endings, and well, you get the idea. That's life. Always in a process of unfolding and evolving and changing. And most of these changes are so subtle we don't notice them. But a lot of life's changes are very noticeable. And those changes that happen to us and those changes we intend and initiate. Now in October, autumn, a season of noticeable changes in nature, at least in some parts of the country, and even in Florida where I am, I'm more conscious of changes in life, the challenges, the opportunities, the uncertainties. So this month, let's consider some awarenesses, some tools for navigating and consciously thriving in the process of change. Ernest Holmes, the architect of our teaching, said this, and I've shared it with you so many times. I just love it. Nature will not let you stay in one place too long. She will let you stay just long enough to gather the experience necessary for the unfolding and advancement of your soul. He goes on to say this is a wise provision, for should you stay too long, you would become too set, too rigid, too inflexible. So when change comes, welcome it with a smile on your lips and a song in your heart. Well, think about that. But first, let's check in. You know, I think about you between our times together, and I wonder how you are getting along during these times of change going on all around in our world. Do you welcome them with a smile, or do you sometimes want to stamp your foot and say, enough already? Me too. Maybe you're contemplating a major change in your life. It may be exciting, it might be a bit scary. Well, let's talk. It's so good to knowing you're out there, and I continue to affirm and see you as vibrantly healthy and abundantly supported in every way. And to you, our team of financial contributors, thank you for standing by us. You continue to be an absolutely essential part of all that makes it possible for us to share our message, our caring, and connection through these times of change. Thank you. So, as I was contemplating this whole idea of change and wondering what is the thing that we feel we most need during times of change and the uncertainty that goes with it, one word came to mind: guidance. That's right, guidance. Because with change comes so much uncertainty, so many questions, and I find myself feeling very much in need of guidance and asking for guidance, and maybe you do too. Well, what better example of guidance than a GPS? That digital satellite-informed system we have in our cars or on our phones. Well, you know, we have a spiritual guidance system available to us. So this month, my theme is your divine GPS. Your divine GPS. And here are the 5 Sunday topics. Today is your divine GPS, you are here. Next Sunday, your divine GPS, destination or distractions. And then your divine GPS, always on the journey. Your divine GPS, find another way. And wrapping it up with your divine GPS, signs are everywhere. So as I said, today my title is Your Divine GPS, You Are Here. And I wanted Bob to sing that song because it's so simple, but it says, I'm going to make a brand new start right here, right now, right where I am. Those are the operative words today. Right here, right now, right where I am. You are here. As a simple example, can you visualize one of those mall maps? You're in a big mall and you're looking for a store. Well, you know, when I'm doing that, my tendency is often to look all over the map for that store. And then when I locate it on the map, of course, I then need to find the symbol that says, you know, you are here. Makes all the difference, doesn't it? Knowing where I am and then how I can find my way to that store. Well, in life, whether we're being blindsided by change or whether we're deciding to initiate a change, to make a brand new start in some area. And it could be a small thing, just a small something everyday thing, or a small task, a small routine, or a big change. But whatever it is, especially when the big changes, I admit my tendency is to get a bit flummoxed, a bit kerfluffled. Depending on the situation. I find in my mind I'll be flailing around, in my emotions too, just going in every direction. Maybe in excitement, yes, maybe in panic. Kind of like this from some artists whom I appreciate so much, Kai and Fia Sky. And these are two artists who create the most delightful and sometimes whimsical graphics, and they include simple words of wisdom. And this is what describes kind of that place where we are when we're on the brink of change. Sitting exactly in the place between where it's completely still and the place where everything else is falling apart. And life keeps nudging me, whispering, "Isn't it perfect?" And I'm trying to be polite, but I'm not sure I see it yet. So here's the thing, and it should seem so obvious. At that point, I need to settle down right here, right now, and know where I am. So that from there, the process, the journey of change ahead of me can be clear and alive and positive, even though still full of unknowns. Your divine GPS, you are here. Your Google or Waze or whatever GPS that you use, it always does this, doesn't it? When I'm using mine, I will enter the address of my destination, and then it will calmly ask me to wait while it calibrates the route from where I am, beginning with first determining, yes, exactly where I am, my starting point. And it sometimes knows where I am, and sometimes it will ask me to enter my starting point. But that's where it has to begin. And this GPS is a terrific tool if I align with its locator. You are here. Now we'll talk more about this "you are here," this important starting point, in a moment. But first, a bit about your divine GPS. That means divine guidance. It is amazing. It is so brilliant and so available. It's a wonder that we, and I'll say for myself, that we're so often oblivious to it, and instead we spend so much energy looking for it everywhere, but where it is. Here's how Ernest Holmes describes this marvelous divine GPS. Let's call it God's positioning system. He says, "Today I believe in divine guidance. We are being guided by a loving intelligence which seeks to bring us comfort, happiness, success, health, and abundance. So today I rest in this divine assurance and this divine security." And then he goes on to say this: "To realize that God is ever present, ever available, is to know that all the wisdom, intelligence, and power of the universe is right where you are." Well, then I'm saying, in view of all that, sign me up, right? But how do I access this divine guidance? Well, in the words of Holmes, your difficulty is not in trying to discover the place divine guidance comes from, so much as it is in the simple acceptance that it comes in your own mind, that it is right here. The kingdom of God is within you. And of course, you recognize perhaps that phrase from the scriptures. And that reminds me of many other beautiful scriptural promises in addition to the kingdom of heaven is in you. Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd. He leads me beside the still waters." And another scripture says, "Trust in the Lord, and he will direct your paths." And not just the Bible, but the Holy Scriptures of all the great traditions give us this assurance. Ernest Holmes reminds us that God, or Spirit, or higher power, or the universe, whatever you're comfortable calling it, is the invisible partner in our lives. Divine love goes before us, preparing the way, and he goes on to say, so we should permit ourselves to be guided, for there is something within us, deep at the center of our being, which knows what we ought to do and how we ought to do it. Something within us, not something out there somewhere. Well, how does it work in us? Simply by means of our intuition. And as you and I well know, often to our dismay, our intuitive guidance doesn't always reveal to us the completed journey. I think we're all aware of our intuitive nudges, but it usually doesn't give us a sense of the entire journey. But just like our car's GPS, it directs us, let's just say, 1 mile at a time. Ernest Holmes says, the divine mind has placed an inner guide at the center of everyone's being, an intuition which enables us to feel with complete certainty that everything will be all right, if we could but know the whole story and understand its meaning. That's so important. But I want to know how this process will be completed. It's natural, of course, to want to know the whole journey. But you and I don't need to know the whole story as long as we trust our divine GPS. So, starting out, using your divine GPS, you are here. What does that look like? Aligning with your divine GPS. Well, first of all, take a breath. Maybe sit down and do nothing for a bit. Now that may sound very familiar to you because all of last month's series was about that, about being still. So that's the place to start. Be where you are. Realize that you don't need to make something happen. Hear me on that. And that's a biggie. You do not need to make something happen. Be quiet. Stop fretting and stressing and whining and posting it all over Facebook. Here's a rather dramatic metaphor. My wonderful sister Joanne, her nickname is Jonesy. I always call her Jonesy. She's an incredible nurse, and I go to her with all of my maladies first. I mean, I go to other medical professionals, of course, but I always start with Jonesy. And she will probably correct me on this example later. In a medical emergency, which can be very alarming, beyond alarming, I mean, okay, I watch some of those TV medical shows like Grey's Anatomy and such, and anyhow, you know, a medical emergency, very alarming, and it seems like so many things need to be done at once. But the first thing medical professionals do is stabilize the patient. Before any steps or procedures, they stabilize. A, B, C is their guide. A, B, C, airway, breathing, and circulation. And I thought about that. I thought that could be kind of a guide for us to stabilize as we decide, getting started to change. But first, you are here. Stabilize. Check your airway. In the case of the medical situation, is the airway blocked? Well, are you feeling blocked or stuck? You want to make this change and you're right here ready to go, but you're feeling blocked. Well, accept that you feel stuck, blocked, because change will gently nudge you forward if you don't resist, a little bit at a time. And then, so that's A, airway. B, breathing. Well, that's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? You are here and you are breathing. Say no more. Circulation. Put your finger on the pulse of your emotions. Because they're certainly in motion at a time like this. So breathe gently and stabilize. Accept that your emotions are in a bit of an upheaval. And accept that you have some jitters, some trepidation. Accept that you are even feeling cranky about it. Accept that, of course, you don't know all the twists and turns and steps ahead of you. Be okay with that, because As I love reminding myself, I may not know, but I do know the one who does know. My silent partner, my intuition, my divine GPS. Or, another way of saying it, I don't know, but something in me does know. Stabilize. Accept you are here. And I want you to know, taking this pause, being in this place, is not avoidance or laziness or even procrastination. It's a catalyst for remembering your true inner resource, your divine GPS. And another thing that happens on the brink of change, and I'll use a personal example again, it's like me when I've decided to take a trip. There's excitement, of course, thinking about all the adventures I'll have and whatever kind of a trip it is. And then a million what ifs, all the things I need to do, to prepare, to pack, to check on. They all come flooding into my mind and I get kerfluffled again. That's a mild statement for it. I'll tell you, admittedly, I have a checklist that has, well, at least 100 things on it to check. Don't let that be our little secret, okay? But I have a lot of things I need to check on before I go on a trip, as do you. What you're going to pack and what you need to prepare. The point is, right behind the excitement of planning the trip, planning the change, all this other stuff floods in. And when that happens for me, I can easily slide into, well, almost a panic. But when I turn my attention back toward all the wonderful possibilities and experiences ahead of me on that trip, well then, it's a whole new experience. So I'm sharing this example because it reminds me of the words of Deepak Chopra, saying when we're at the threshold of so many unknowns and tempted to despair because of that, we're really at the threshold of all possibilities. All possibilities. So recognizing this can help you ground yourself in just where you are as you align yourself with your divine GPS. Of course, reminding yourself of the immense intelligence and guidance within you is exciting, and it is also centering. So if you're starting, an example again is if you're starting on a new route in your car, knowing that you have a state-of-the-art GPS is a priority, isn't it? Well, that's what I'm saying here. You have the best GPS at your disposal, God's positioning system. So change is inevitable. It can be unnerving and scary, exciting, full of unknowns. But remember, you have a built-in divine GPS. So get in tune with it. Start right here, right now. You are here, and let it guide you. So, as you're poised on the threshold of change, your divine GPS is all queued up. Here's another observation from Kai and Thea Sky. I used to believe that if I prepared hard enough and long enough, I would be ready when I needed to be. But now I think the closest any of us really get to being ready is feeling not ready and then doing it anyway. On that note, and with your divine GPS at hand, let the words of Bob's original song encourage you. I'm going to do my best and let God do the rest. I'll see you soon.
I'm gonna do my best and let God do the rest. Let my faith keep me going when life puts me to the test. And I prove it every day. Where there's God, there's a way. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest. gonna do my best and let God do the rest. Let my faith keep me going when life puts me to the test. And I'll prove it every day. Where there's God, there's a way. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest. Some days it's one step forward, then it's two steps back. When frustration overcomes me, I gotta cut myself some slack. As if I've got to move a mountain, I don't have to do it all. Cause God's always there to lend a hand anytime I call. So I'm gonna do my best and let God do the rest. Let my faith keep me going when life puts me to the test. And I'll prove it every day. Where there's God, there's a way. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest. There's a long, long road, and I've got so far to go, and it seems I'll never get there when I'm walking on my own. When there's a big pile of trouble weighing on my mind, I can count on the Spirit to help me every time. So I'm gonna do my best and let God do the rest. Let my faith keep me going when life puts me to the test. And I prove it every day. Where there's God, there's a way. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest. I'm gonna do my best and let God do the rest. Let my faith keep me going when life puts me to the test. And I'll prove it every day. Where there's God, there's a way. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest. I'm gonna do my best and let God do the rest. Let my faith keep me going when life puts me to the test. And I'll prove it every day. When there's God, there's a way. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest. When I do my best, I know God will do the rest.
Thanks, Bob, for anchoring Reverend Karen's message with another one of your great original compositions. And Reverend Karen, your message has provided such great food for thought about the divine guidance always available in spirit. Thank you. And now it's time to share our offering that supports our ability to continue to be here for you with prayer, inspiration, encouragement, and opportunities for virtual connection and community. There are 3 easy ways to contribute. On your screen, you'll see our website, www.cslsarasota.com, where you can select the Donate button, which allows you to contribute via PayPal or by credit card, or mail a check to our address shown there on the website. Or you can arrange automatic contributions through your own online banking. And so now I invite you to take your virtual gift in your hand, place it over your heart, blessing it as you share it, and know this with me. My gift goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper, and the divine flow returns it to me multiplied abundantly. And now let us declare together our offering affirmation. The words are on your screen. I give thanks that I may share of my good, my love, and my support. Thank you so much. And do you have a prayer request? On the website, you will find the green prayer request button where you may seek prayer support for any intention you have or any challenge you may be facing. We have 4 licensed spiritual practitioners, Ron Frost, Jim Grove, Nicole Leeds, and me, who are available to know and affirm spiritual truth with and for you. These practitioners are also available by appointment for 1-hour spiritual coaching sessions. These sessions offer the opportunity to explore a deeper understanding and practical application of the spiritual truth in the midst of your problem or challenging issue. For more information, check out their page at our website by selecting the Staff tab on the left. Also on our website, you can sign up to receive our weekly email newsletter or check out our Facebook page for posts about upcoming events. I have 2 announcements to share this week. This Tuesday, October 5th, we begin our next class, the Mind-Body-Spirit Connection in Healing. I will be your facilitator for this 7-week exploration of spiritual principles and practices to support the healing of the mind, body, and spirit. Details are in our weekly newsletter, on our website, and Facebook page, or email me at the address shown here. The deadline for registration is today, so please act now and create the intention to live your life in complete health, vitality, and joy. Our Spiritual Living Circle continues on Zoom every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Licensed spiritual practitioner Jim Grove leads a thought-provoking discussion of an article from this month's Signs of Mind magazine. The article this week is entitled An Adventure in Faith, written by Dr. Ernest Holmes, the architect of our philosophy. To participate, email Jim, and he will send you all the details, including the discussion guide and a copy of the article. Newcomers are always welcome, so check it out this week. Now, as we conclude this sacred time together, let us do so with the intention to live in love, health, and perfect peace. I invite you to listen or join in singing our closing song, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Thank you so much for being with us.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God our Creator. We are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let